You are welcome to the Guru Perspective. We are still discussing enlightenment about the Nigerian political dimensions and their of freedom today. First question I want to ask here: are the three Nigerian main languages adequately represented? Shall they be adequately represented? The three main Nigerian languages in 2023 general election. Talking of Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. These are the three major tribes, major languages we have in Nigeria. And in my own candid view, this is not supposed to be part of this broadcast, but let me add it to it. These are the three tripod troublemakers for Nigeria. Why Nigeria could not balance. I'm leaving the analysis of that for another day. Like as I said, it's not supposed to be part of this broadcast. But the Yoruba, the Hausa, and the Igbo, they are the three shaker of Nigeria that Nigeria find it difficult to attain peace. But like as I said, that shall be for another. Are these three major tribes, shall they be adequately represented in 2023 general elections? Meaning, we should flash our mind back. Atiku Abubakar from Hausa, of course, is Fulani. Let's say Hausa Fulani. In the north. Ahmed Bola Tinubu, is from the west. He's a Yoruba man. Then Peter Obi, the current secessioner, is from Igbo land. So, does it mean therefore that Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa shall be adequately represented in the general election of 2023? I'm going to be fast on this. I'm going to be fast and give the few facts I have about it and let go. One, it shall not be so. Adequately developed, it shall not be so. Atiku Abubakar, yes. The Hausas or the Fulani Hausa, they are formidably represented enough. Ahmed Bola Tinubu, yes. The Yorubas are adequately so represented. Don't forget that Ahmed Bola Tinubu, before he came in, Senator Adedayo Adeyeye from APT had started the instrumentality of swagger, Southwest, for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, swagger. And Bola Tinubu knows that his root in the Southwest, which is the Yoruba's root, is solid. Atiku Abubakar knows that his root in the north is solid. Can the same be said of Peter Obi, that be an Igbo man, his root in the general election is solid? This is my opinion, of course, that is why it is called the Guru Perspective. I am not sure if it is adequate. So, three of them are going to the same market, but not equal. They are coming as not as equal, moving into a partnership. What I would say is that it might end up being a two-straight jacket battle that the Yorubas are adequately represented and the Hausa Fulani are adequately represented. But the Igbo might not be so. And reason is this: the labor that pushing out Peter Obi is not adequately represented structurally around the whole country. I am not too sure that the Labour Party has infrastructures in 36 states of the Federation. No, I'm not too sure. We should not forget that the Labour Party is supposed to be a Labour that takes its origin, supposed to be a political party that takes its origin from the Labour movement, that is the working class. And if the Nigerian Workers' Union or Labour Union should say today Nigeria is grounded, yes, Nigeria is grounded, but that is only to the level of the Labour Union, not politically connected. Don't forget, the former president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Adams Oshiomhole, Aliyu Oshiomhole, when he was to contest the election, people like Ganifa Emi of Blessed Memory told him that he should contest on the Labour Party. But Adams look at it. He was so practical facts to himself by saying, no, these people will not be able to deliver me. And that is within Edo State. He contested this under AC. The political party was around there. And of course, he won. The Labour Party today is not as adequately spread as it is. That is why most pressure will come on Peter Obi, who, by the level of followership is gathering all over the country, which is very, very encouraging. I am not too sure if these millions, about 25 million followers on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, can be decentralized to adequately spread around the northern states. I am not too sure. And again, the followership of Obi, Peter Obi, that is there on Instagram, is there on Facebook, and is there on Twitter. Yes, we do. As it is being announced for Peter Obi, like a marriage matter, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. They might not necessarily translate into votes, which are to be cast into the ballot papers, the ballot, which would now be counted, which will return. So 25 million followers on Facebook, Instagram, and might not reflect at the time of election, because at the end of the day, as bitter as this thing will be, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter can only garner the followership, but they might not be able to deliver votes that are to be counted from the polling station to the collator center to bring the winner out. So it means the three tribes are not going to 2023 election equally. Let's do that. Of course, we still continue with another of the targets. Let me put it this way. What are the chances of each of the political parties in 2023 election? Why discussing the three tribes, the tripod that is shaking Nigeria away from peace, moving Nigeria always to the region of disagreement? I spoke about Peter Obi and his chances. There is no doubt about it. The youth of Nigeria are massively following Peter Obi. The only thing I said is that the followership, as is being reflected on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, might not necessarily result into the ballot papers being put into the boxes and the polling units, because that is what that can be counted and collated and produce a winner. If it is limited to the followership as it is, that's good. But I want to believe, what is the purpose of forming a political party? It's to win election. If there is a political party that is running around and at any given time is not winning election, it's as good as not being there. So some of these political parties, I'm not talking of Labour specifically, might be arriving as dead as dodo. Having said that, let us look at the APC. Bola Tinubu has arrived, and Bola Tinubu is formidable. Like Isaiah said somewhere else, Bola Tinubu has built structures all over the country. Bola Tinubu had been a benefactor to Atiku Abubakar, politically speaking, at the time, when he offered his own platform to Atiku Abubakar's AC to run. Bola Tinubu had been a benefactor to Nuhu Ribadu, the first chairman of EFCC, while he offered his own political platform for him to run. Bola Tinubu had made men. Most of them are today governors, most of them are today senators, most of them are today honorable houses members, states or wide. He has made it. So Bola Tinubu is coming into the race with force, with full force. If you look at the people he defeated, the Senate president, who was his own making, was ungrateful enough to collide with him. Of course, he was true. How many votes did he pick? Very, very consequential. That is, Bola Tinubu is going to the battle. Into 2023 with formidable force. Atiku Abubakar, is moving with tremendous power because he's coming from a base that is fortified. Don't forget, Atiku Abubakar had been the vice president of this country when he was vice president of the Atiku Abubakar is a custom officer, tax collector, Atiku Abubakar won the election to be governor of what do you call it, Adamawa, before the presidential candidate, Olusegun Obasanjo, brought him in. So he's moving in into Labour Party. Then Bola Tinubu had the backing of the whole Yoruba, the Southwest. He has the backing. That's the truth. Because those who contested against him, that refused to give up to him even on the day of the primaries, they are Osinbajo. And of course, Osinbajo was product made by Bola Tinubu. So even in Ogun State, Osinbajo's vote, if he had won, would have been split. So that's that. Then who again do we talk of? For now, the formidable person that we know again is the number 3 man. That is Peter Obi. Peter Obi is moving. He has backing of young Nigerians. But has he gotten the backing of the Igbo race? No. Because in the Igbo land, this is a bitter truth, but let the truth be told. There is no unity of purpose among the Igbo politicians. Dave Umahi, why did he become an enemy to PDP since 2019? Because Atiku Abubakar picked Peter Obi and he believed he was better than Peter Obi. Why was he not picked? It is this anger, it is this jealous anger, what was we call bad belly, that make him to see himself that, oh, I am crossing over to APC so that I can be president. That is, he was crossing over because of Igbo interest. And at the end of the day, at the point where crossover is manifested, how many votes did he get? You can now see that even there was a divide within the Igbo tribe. It is therefore that the Igbo, not necessarily, will give their land all over to Peter Obi. No, but all across Nigeria. But I have said it before. I don't know whether I should repeat it in finishing this thing. Peter Obi has followers all across Nigeria. But those youths, I am not sure of their percentage in the north. Because the north tribe on the Amajalis, the Amajalis are specially created by the bourgeois in the north, so that they can use them as their food soldiers. And it is whatever instruction they give to the Amajalis, and the Amajalis are the largest giver of votes in the north Nigeria. And there are people prepared for that class, which most of them will remain forever, by the bourgeois, by the political bourgeois, because they will use them. So Peter Obi will be going into that election minus. But that is not to say that my decoding of the coded facts, which is my own perspective, is finality. Because it's God who makes leaders. Let us look and see who God will make the president of Nigeria in 2022. Please touch the button, share, and this is the only station, channel you should stick to. God will be good. Goodbye for now.